Hello, Bobs. We're back with, I don't know what the hell we're back with. The Black Panther Party, tape 1 and 2. I have no clue what's in here. Could be a snuff film as far as I know. We'll find out. I've already put it into the machine. Well, I halfway put it in. It's not fully at the beginning, but we shall see what it is. Or not. All right, I got to push play. Let's see if we can rewind it. The rewind function doesn't seem to work too well on this. For whatever reason. I don't know why. I got to hold it. Whoa, they're there. This looks like Mussolini or something. I guess there's some brothers. See what happens here. Kind of want to go to the front to see what the copyright is, because I'm sure I'll get a strike on here. Oh, who's it by? All right, we're going to find out who it's by. Let's get a little sip of imbibinations. Of course, you're going to have the interference lines. I don't know what the hell that's from. Video Images presents a video yesteryear recording. Presented by American Documentary Films in cooperation with the Black Panther Party. Oh. Well, that's interesting.
We're here right now to show standing support for our leader and Minister of Defense, Huey P. Newton, who was on the 10th floor of this building right here, being persecuted for allegedly shooting a police officer. And we're going to be here, we're going to stay here until Huey P. Newton is set free. If he is not set free, the sky is the limit.
Huey. We ain't talking Huey, Dewey, and Louie here. This is the real deal. Huey. Bullet holes? Thought it was UFOs at first.
On April 6th, members of the Black Panther Party were ambushed by the Oakland Pigs.
Oakland Pigs.
When little body was killed, he came out the house with his arms up. Pigs told him to run to the car, and they shot him down. Little Bobby is only one example. He represents all the other black men and women who have been murdered and killed throughout history for the last 400 years, or when black people were first brought over here. Little Bobby, he was the first member of the Black Panther Party. He was dedicated, he was young, he was only 17. He was disciplined, he knew what he was fighting for, and he had his principles, the things he fought for. Maybe other black men didn't realize what was going on, and people still don't realize what little Bobby died for. He died for black people.
Who's that, Bobby Seale?
He died for the revolution, so other black people and people of the third world can gain their freedom. Their freedom, which has been denied, say, for the last 400 years, when they promised us said that we were free during after the Civil War.
The Oakland Police Department is a group of murderers and hard-nosed racists, and they are bent on wiping out the leadership of the Panther, and not only the leadership of the Panther, of anyone who will dissent in a political way against the status quo. One of the chief goals of the Black Panther is to drive this foreign troop out so that we would have the right to determine our own destiny. And as far as the police are concerned, we know before you have any freedom, first you're going to have security. You must have security. And this is one of the reasons that the Vietnamese people haven't petitioned the American government to give them civil rights or human rights, or to modify the
Still don't know why that line goes across there.
Within Vietnam, because they realize
probably could Google it and find out why, but too lazy.
They must drive the oppressor out, and then they could institute institutions that will be for the benefit of the people there.
We are here to give praise to a man who symbolizes much of what has been happening over the past 7 or 8 years. And the mere fact that he is in prison today signifies that the black liberation struggle rose to a new tide of resistance in 1967. The fact that Brother Carmichael has consented to come and make his first appearance after being hailed in the revolutionary capitals, the fact that Brother Rob Brown has been under preventative house arrest on the island of Manhattan, and he himself is out here tonight to celebrate the birthday of Huey Newton. Let's give to the chairman of the Black Panther Party, Brother Steele, Minister of Information, and all these brothers that you see around here who have picked up the gun and said to the biggest cops in Oakland, no more occupation of our communities!
We want the world to know that the Steele niggas have gotten that thing together. Got it together. We're going to keep it together. Today is Brother Huey's birthday. Yesterday we went to see Brother Huey, and he told us to tell you that this is the happiest birthday that he's ever had. Those of you who've been going down to the courtroom, I'm sure that you've gained a great deal of respect for the attorney, Charles R. Gary, who's dealing with this. So he's here tonight. He'll say a few words to you.
Huey Newton stood before the court on Tuesday morning and intoned, "I am not guilty." And that's going to be the verdict of the jury if we get an impartial jury.
His mother's here. This is the black mother. But you have to understand that she has given us a great warrior. A leader of his people. And she wants to say a few words to you.
I've been shedding tears ever since this incident. Tonight it was a mixed emotion, sorrow and joy. I told my friend tonight, if it was just in my power, I could go one by one and hug and kiss all of you. And thank you for appearing tonight on my baby's birthday. Thank you.
We gotta raise this struggle on many levels, brothers and sisters. We gotta raise this struggle on all levels. We want to announce that we are going to run Brother Huey P. Newton for Congress in the 7th Congressional District.
Whoa.
As the leader, as the Black Panther Party for
This kid
self-defense.
doing.
We're going to run him.
Is he filming?
We're going to run him as a write-in candidate in the name of the Black Panther Party for self-defense. And in this way,
Smoking in an
we can let the world
auditorium.
know
Classic.
that we're behind Huey in that respect also, all the way down the line.
Hey, let's all smoke inside the auditorium.
The Democratic Party did not come forward to offer any support or aid for Huey P. Newton. The Republican Party
How many people are
didn't
smoking?
mumble. They grumble. They don't dig this. But there's a Peace and Freedom Party in this area, and they have given us authentic help. Now, I'm going to bring you on now a member of the Peace and Freedom Party who has worked diligently on behalf of Brother Huey. I give you Bob Avakia.
Now I want to say that I wouldn't be on this stage. We wouldn't have been at the Oakland Induction Center if it weren't for the courageous people, the masses of people and the leaders who led and participated in the black liberation struggle all these years. Because they're the ones that taught us. They're the ones that forced us to face what the reality of America and this system was all about. And in this sense, we say that not only are black people a vanguard, but they're an inspiration. We don't expect them to liberate us. We have to do that for ourselves. But they have inspired us to begin that struggle to end this imperialist, racist, colonial system once and for all.
On February the 20th, next Tuesday, at the Berkeley City Council, I will introduce the following two-part resolution. As you know, a city councilman is the lowest politician in the world, but you can talk loud, and that's what I'm going to try to do. Whereas black people comprise a substantial segment of this community, and whereas the composition of our juries, and specifically the grand jury, do not reflect the black community, and whereas this violates a black man's right to be judged by his peers, and whereas at the grand jury level, Mr. Huey P. Newton, a black man, is the victim of a flagrant violation of the constitutional rights guaranteed to him under the Constitution of the United States. Therefore, be it resolved that this body go on record demanding that the case against Mr. Newton be judged unconstitutional and that he be freed immediately.
Explain to you who Brother Huey P. Newton is in his soul. I got to explain to you also your soul, your needs, your political desires and needs, because that is Huey's soul. When we first organized the Black Panther Party for self-defense, he would say, Bobby, he says, we're going to draw up a basic platform, just basic, that black people can read. He says, we don't want to go really elaborate with all these essays and dissertations and all this stuff, because the brother going to look at that and he can say, man, I ain't got time for that. I got to go see what I can do for myself. It's just a basic platform that the mothers who struggle hard to raise us, that the fathers who worked hard, that the young brothers in school who come out of school semi-illiterate, you say we want freedom, we want power to determine the destiny of our black community, full employment for our people. Number 3. We want housing fit, decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. Number 4, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. Number 5, we want decent education for our black people in our community that teaches us the true nature of this decadent racist society, and to teach black people and our young black brothers and sisters their place in society, because if they don't know their place in society and in the world, they can't relate to anything else. Number 6, we want an end to the robbery of the white racist businessmen of black people and black people in their communities. Number 7, we want an immediate end to brutality and murder of black people. Black men held in county, state, federal jails and prisons to be released because they have not had a fair trial, because they've been tried by all white juries, and that's just like being tried in Germany being a Jew. Number 8, people, number 9, when brought to trial, will be tried by members of their peers. And a peer being one who comes from the same economic, social, religious, historical, and racial background. If the United States government and the courts and the local courts did this, they would have to choose black people from the black community to sit up on the jury. They'd have to choose some of the mothers who've been working 20 years in Miss Ann's kitchen scrubbing floors like my mother done done. They have to choose some of them hard-working fathers. They have to choose some of those brothers who stand on the block out there wondering where they're going to get a gig. They're going to have to choose these black people. And number 10, he would say, let's just summarize it. We want housing, we want clothing, we want education, we want justice, and we want peace. This is the basic platform. In case you never knew it or not, of all the things that you've heard in the press, of all the derogatory statements that's been made in the press about Brother Huey P. Newton and of all these derogatory statements to guide you away from seeing this basic platform that Huey was talking about for his own people. We have to learn to look through the white press. We have to learn to see what's going on. Now, out of this platform, Huey P. Newton realized that it was necessary for us to start working on these points, these 10 points, practically. Remember number 7? We want an immediate end.
Let's give it a stop and see how long this tape is. Oh, yeah, that's just the beginning. This must go on for hours. That's 15 minutes in, and that ain't nowhere near finished.
This is very, very important. And here, whether you know it or not, is where you start dealing with the Black Revolution. When Huey said every black man put a shotgun in your home. And once we let the man know, say, look, we armed from block to block, and we're going to patrol you from our windows. And we're not going to have you brutalizing none of our people in the streets. Do you realize what kind of power black people have then? Because you begin to neutralize that police force, because them cops going to start riding shaky and scared. In fact, we're in a position then to demand that they withdraw from our community because they occupy our community just like a foreign troop occupies territory. Very important to understand.
Smoking.
We hate cops beating black people over their heads and murdering them. That's what we hate. If you got enough energy to sit down and hate a white person just because of the color of his skin, you wasted a lot of energy. You better take that same energy and put it in some motion out there and start dealing with those oppressive conditions, and you're going to find out just what you hate and what you're going to stop. Black people, we are organizing to stop racism. You dig it? When you stop racism, you stop brutality and murder of black people by the racist occupying army in our black community. That's what we're going to stop. What's being done to us? You dig it? Can you dig the white power structure in this racist police force and how they've escalated the situation? That before Watts, there was 1,300 cops. Now there's 6,000 cops patrolling black people. That in Oakland, they had 350 cops. Just 3.5 years ago, now they got 1,000 cops patrolling black people. San Francisco's doubled its police force. And every area, major metropolis where black people live all across this country, they've doubled, tripled, and quadrupled their police force, equipped them with tanks, all kinds. We got to stop it, brother. Let's get together and unify.
All right, that's the end of that speech. Kind of want to see what this guy has to say, but does that say Dearborn? Oh, it's Hubbard.
Everyone carries a shotgun now. You want to get all that stuff straight.
Orville Hubbard.
They have all cars have those now, do they? Yes, sir. We have every car.
I'm gonna stop this and
And then they
go back.
take care of